We are live. Let's build some portfolio websites. I have this domain that I got earlier, and what I don't have right now is a portfolio website. That domain. Um, let's see. We're gonna just make sure if I'm live or not. Like I am. Awesome. Here is me. Here's my code. In order for me, let's do one thing. Let's add a webcam source. Turn on the webcam. We have an audio capture, video capture device, source, webcam, and then I'm gonna keep my webcam such a way. You know what? Get it. No webcam today. We are live. That's what matters. Just selected. Let's see. Oh wait. I know what's going on. Okay. So let's see Gatsby.js, how that works. This looks better. Gatsby. The way it's looking right now is, what do we have here? We have a Docker file which we don't want. Recycle bin, delete permanently. Have a my portfolio folder which I created using Gatsby again. Let's use shell. Go inside of my portfolio website folder which I created using Gatsby CLI. Put Gatsby in it. Yeah. And if I want to go live, I just say Gatsby develop. It should create a local HTTP server, compile all the Gatsby sites, push everything to a local host server. Let's open this up. Congratulations, you just made a Gatsby site. Awesome. Whoa. Experience the power of Valhalla. Okay. That all looks amazing, but how can we start? Let's see if we have any themes. Themes, if default configuration is abstracted off your site and into an installable package, this means configuration isn't directly written into your project. Themes in plugin library theme showcase. What I'm looking here is a theme for a portfolio. Gatsby theme portfolio, Ismail Kalau. Okay. Let's see a demo. Hello, please meet you. This looks cool. Hire me. Okay. Hi there, Ismail, aka Summer Coach. I hope you like it. Don't forget to star it. I like it. The projects, all the GitHub projects are here. And we have an about page. Cute. authors are making, I must admit, like people are really talented. The website. You have a Gatsby theme YouTube. Which search for portfolio here. We have 3 matches. The other one is a contentful portfolio, and what else have we got? The demo, it's hosted on Netfly. That Netlify, computer application company. Cloud computing is a development, build, deploy, and services back end services for web applications and dynamic website. The prices. Starter is free. Personal objects, projects. Git repos for organizations, $19 per month. Okay. It's been used by quite a few big names. Just a lot going on. Let's see what I've got. We have here in public page data 404.html, index page data.json. So this page data we're given static, nothing. Source, we have a 404.tx6. Could be a 404 page redirected. So if I go to, for example, this, it should open a 404. Okay. Preview custom 404 page. Okay. Created react.json component like the following in your site directory as src pages faaf.js. I chose TypeScript for some reason, and it refresh to show the new page component you created. Import. Let's do this. New file. Let's call this my. So I have an index page, which is in TypeScript, and then we need I don't know. Let's make another page called about.tsx, and we've imported React from React. Return hello world. If you're trying to read the page, it should load up this about. Okay, I like it. Ooh. I think best way should be to Gatsby portfolio themes. Portfolio templates, maybe. You have a starter library, we have Gatsby themes, 50 Gatsby themes and templates. Web with free and premium Gatsby themes. Portfolio. Simple folio, clean, beautiful. Get it from GitHub demo. I'm the unknown developer. Based on Bootstrap. I remember Bootstrap. Yeah, it's a JS library for JavaScript. It's been a while I've worked with JavaScript. To be honest, the last time I worked was in 2017, was it? Created a PHP application for like serving advertisements. Folio. Folio Gatsby Starter. I designed digital craft. $16. It's free. This one's free. London Gatsby Starter Kit. About page typography. Gatsby documentation themes. We've got blog themes, landing themes. How about this one? Ready to launch your personal website? Click on demo. Intro is a Gatsby theme page. Find out more. No more exclusive launch. Effortless. Kind of like a resume. I don't know. Intro. Personal branding theme for devs. 3 years ago. We've got 39 commits, 3 contributors. Yarn in it. Why? Add Gatsby, React DOM. Do we have Gatsby config? So in JS and TS, the difference is that we need to write in the type we want to use. So here the const config is tough type Gatsby config, which is imported from Gatsby package. The site URL is here, my portfolio, more easily incorporated into pages through automatic TypeScript type generation. Oh. Try to find something much newer. Creative Gatsby portfolio template. Remember the viewer count to be. Folio Creative Gatsby portfolio template with React. View it. Oh, is their portfolio basically. Type review is what I was looking for. Creative designers, developers, and agencies who love nature, branding, photography, marketing, candy store. Waiting to hear about new projects. Or React. Let's see. What I'm looking personally is like a, I don't know, not too fancy theme, to be honest. Download CV. I'm a full stack web dev working from home. Okay. Nice. I like this one. Wait a minute. Alarm that I need to stop. Gatsby version to latest. It's still an old theme, to be honest. Here, he's just too dramatic. Gatsby creative agency personnel portfolio landing template. Okay, I'm starting to like this one. Modern portfolio with a minimalistic design. LinkedIn, Medium, latest articles, features, animations. Oh, how do I get this one? Create awesome one page pro more info download. 2 years ago, 17 forks, 47 forks. This is much new. 4 days ago. I like this. Gatsby started project, npm install Gatsby CLI. I have it. Okay, let's create a new site. How do I stop this? PD. I'm gonna remove this portfolio thing. Status. Don't branch mean you're up to date with the region. Okay, it's asking for password. It's Gatsby new portfolio minimal. Is it called? See what Gatsby new does. Oh help. Create a new Gatsby project. You set the root path and the starter. I guess this is the starter and the root path is this. So I'm gonna do instead of that, I'm gonna just copy this. Git clone recursive depth. Make error. Process sticks and rejection. Command failed. Creating a new site. Let's see if it created it. Didn't, so it needs that folder name. Let's see, name it my portfolio site. Calling packages. Tell me I don't have get yet. History. Quite popular. Get craft. I think I'll if I reload the window it'll fetch everything for me. I'm gonna move everything from my portfolio into current folder. And then my portfolio is empty. Let's my portfolio. Okay. CD portfolio manager Gatsby develop. Let's see if this works. Where's Hamburg? Germany. I like how his block is like minimalistic. I really like it. Oh, he already has like 497 followers. And does post pretty regularly. 10 November 2022, 11-minute read. We used tools like styled component, GraphQL. Oh my god, this is like quite detailed. I think what he uses here is standard markdown, which I really like about it. Whoa, how to build read on Medium, okay. It really has this content everywhere, like detailed stuff. My god, it's quite popular. Honestly, that's what I want to achieve myself. Let's see how far I go. Latest articles, programming, productivity, side project. Content via Markdown, yeah. Blazingly fast, built-in features, extendable layout, and more sections. Like the animations. But I didn't buy anything yet. Don't want you, don't want you. Don't want you either. Why do people fork repos? Most used to either purpose changes to someone else's project do not have write access. I guess I'm not that advanced enough in React to do that, but at least I found something to start working on. Otherwise, it'll take me ages to get down with something. Oh, Bash. Wait a minute. So at least I'm in Bash. Git status. Ownership is not in the repo. To add an exception for this directory. Wait a second. I deleted this. Oh. Status now, man. Config global add safe directory. Please. Git add all. Oh my god, I don't. I shouldn't add everything. There should be some kind of a get it ignore, yeah. This didn't get copied for some reason. That bconfig.js is here. Not good. Copy this. How do we copy it and go? Please, we don't this stuff. There's only some started to pick up some stuff now. Okay. That's progress. Although tracking just like too many things right now. How do we hit undo add? It's also adding everything in cache. Git ignore should stop that from. Oh wait, it's not respecting it. No, it is. It is. You see this? Yeah, it's grayed out. So this should be all good. Bothers me is this. Yeah, much better. 38 files now. High voltage sign, contact, Gatsby logo. Let's start updating this somehow. The server is running here. Do we have like more documentation on it? Deploy to Gatsby cloud. By default, it has a content directory at the root of the Gatsby site. I see it. There you can add the theme settings as well as add content for your sections. To learn more about it, have a look at the README of a portfolio. I like this guy, man. Konstantin Minster. Amazing. Hot 5 pizzas. Nice guy. Changing the color scheme, okay. Some water. We're done with the installation. A repository also contains an example site. Okay. All the theme integrates into installation is done. Add portfolio to an existing Gatsby site. A theme to the plugin list of Gatsby config.js. So Gatsby config.js. My portfolio. It'd be gone, right? So I guess not. So Gatsby config.js. Let's read about that. What's that? Gatsby config. The file Gatsby config.js defines your site's metadata, plugins, and other general configuration. To the npm init, there should be a sample one. Set up the configuration files. You've got module.exports. Module being here some module, and exports is I don't know what. Okay. And then it's a kind of a dictionary, and then we have a plugins list inside it. The first one is a dictionary element, and we are resolving this theme from this website used for satmap regeneration. Okay. Manifest settings, content directory. Looks like these all are like variables passed on for this application. Content directory is content, blog settings is blog. Okay, you can also enable Google Analytics. Let's see. Blog. Oh, the porting works first. Fine. Setup tutorial is an exemplary article for the blog. Code block tests. You go to contents, articles, index.md. I see this. This is an exemplary article for the blog. Whoa, there's some. Oh, it's just code. My bad. Images here in images, and then the name itself. Cool. Configuration options. Site metadata. Options are available to set within Gatsby.js. Include site metadata. What's that? Let's see. We don't have that here, but it could be when you reuse common pieces of data across the site, your title, all of that. It's site metadata. I think it's called manifest site here. Plugins is an array. Installing a plugin using a plugin manager and npm does enable Gatsby. Okay. sure has a plugins array, so you can include a space for the plugins. Okay. Plugins without options, plugins. You can add its name as a string to the plugins array. So plugins with options. Instead of adding a name string to the plugins add array, add an object with its name and options. Most plugins show examples in the README, the Gatsby plugin library. Oh, there are several plugins in there. The MDX is a plugin. It's enabled in this one, which enables Markdown. Here's how we install it. Here's the plugin option. So we resolve it by this name and then pass in the name, the path. In here, we are passing in the path as content directory. Let's see what else our plugin has. This is one of the ways we can resolve it. Plugin page creator and configuration extensions. Oh, it should be inside there now. Gatsby remark. Yeah, here's the options. For this, the options are these. Site URL. Yeah. MDX options. Quite a couple of options in there. How about the GraphQL things? What counts? Time to read it and the team's reward. This largely comes under your own preference how you want to write things up. Install Slugify. And then if node is internal type MDX, create node field. You're not able to query the information on the MDX node. That it also created some kind of GraphQL server. And here it is. Unexpected end of file. You can find the keyboard shortcuts in the bottom left corner. Search, documentation, settings, dark is always good. Documentation Explorer, GraphQL Explorer. Okay, query. Oh, what's going on? I think all the data that this particular project has is like stored in the database here, which is like GraphQL. And in here, if I go to file, let's go to all article, run query. We got one output. We can apply filters on them as well. All site. If I say all markdown, we've got 3 markdowns, and then we have IDs for each one. If I say we've got IDs and then we also need the children. No children. Let's copy ID for one of the markdowns. And then, I don't know, markdown remark, file. This seems to be in like another ID. So this is, I don't know, yeah, maybe in some time I'll have a better grasp over it. Install necessary dependencies in your project. create a new file, add a new headings, field resolver to your MDX nodes. Components for different things like rendering and component mapping. So a component in React is something which I think kind of helps us put together an HTML code and then just put it over at a place we want it to look at. So here, for example, index.js has these components. These are imported from Gatsby theme portfolio minimal. And then we just happen to inject these here. If I try to open it here, oh my god, see it. So it imported as part of this dependency module, and it has all the this is a component that inputs a prop page section, which is an interface, and then returns a React element, which is in this case is a component, I think. And the response is the use local data source, which is a some kind of a query we are doing on GraphQL, I think. That looks like a GraphQL query. Let's try to listen to the GraphQL editor. Query part. Oh, have a lot of data. What does it return? Hero selection query result. So this result goes back in here in the response, which is a JSON object. And the description, it gets the description. If you look at the theme itself, you have a description, which in this case is waving and emoji. A Gatsby starter project. Gatsby starter project. Gatsby. Starter. So a couple of fallbacks, some WebP links, social profiles, LinkedIn, Medium, GitHub, and Mail. Modern portfolio with a minimalistic design. Let's search for this. Find it. Okay. Is this something which is injected from the plugin settings in Gatsby config? I don't see the LinkedIn. Oh. Okay, so we have animation which fades up and all of that good stuff. Let's reload it. Animation goes up. Calendly widget comes here. This section we have a classes.hero. All that fancy stuff. Ah, I see. So this is just a Calendly. Only this part, is it? How is the data being used? All hero JSON, which is another interface result. It has sections, description, email, photo. Oh. And then where do we use the data? Data.calendly. Again, is part of this query result. And now the Calendly, which is injected here with this section. I know F11 doesn't inspect here, but how do we do an inspect here? View page. So let's move here. We talk to the right. Hello. So this seems like this main content thing, which if I open index.js makes sense because what is it showing is an SEO header, Gatsby starter, portfolio minimum, and have an header. Dev body. Hero. Okay, so this section. Hero section. Here you go. So we have a page, which also seems to be a React component. And the page again returns the React elements, and configuration is we get it from it should be from the config Gatsby config. And the query GraphQL all settings JSON site configuration GraphQL. Okay, so we have a footer, a header, all that good info. Sounds. Let me try to learn where this is, like search it. So we have a folder, oh sorry, we have a settings.json which has all the site configurations. For example, here the CTA button, we have a footer config, and then okay, so everything has a label and a URL storing everything. Okay, reuse site configuration, we get the config and then we use it in a global state provider. Global state provider is also something that is created using this I mean within this repository. So it again creates a React element, and it has a react.useReducer, which is preferable use state when you complex state logic that involves multiple sub values. I don't know what is a reducer, to be honest. React reducer. Is known as a reducer. It takes the result so far and current item, then returns the next result. Then return the next state. Accumulate actions over time into the state. So we created a global state provider and then initialize it, and then we're returning. Oh, okay. Use the global state. Global state reducer. Too much fun. Much things going on here. So we are total global state provider. And then we have a theme, site configuration, dot feature toggles, dot use dark mode as default, which is false. Theme dot dark, what is theme? Theme and enum, which, if I remember correctly, is a reserved word in JavaScript. Java, there are no traditional enums, although it's fairly easy. Okay, so it's kind of like storing constants. Got two enums. Use dark mode based on user preferences. Use flashing animator, and then we have a layout, which is also created by this. And then layout is again global state uses it. Helmet, okay. So much stuff going on, and then we have prop, which is passed in here, and then we put on the children here. We open our theme again, inspect page. We have several other div elements in there. So one div, which is Gatsby focus wrapper. We have a layout wrapper. Could be this thing. Yeah, could be. Then open it. We have a header, a main, and then the footer. And if I open the index.js, we have a page with the header, the footer, and the main. So this should, I mean, about section, hero section, intersect section, page, project section. Let's go to the articles. Oh, wait, I see the ID. Hero articles about the main content. We have a hero articles about details. So everything under the page comes here. And then I guess do we have a contact page here? Not. Oh. We do. But its ID is GitHub here. Go to articles. So you've got an interface, which is article source config. And it's optional configuration, I guess. It is the type article source, which is an enum dot medium, not then profile URL, which is some name we gave to profile URL, and then we have valid, which is a boolean. Now the props has article source as a list of article sources as source. In article source config is not part of article props. Okay. So it takes in the article props and then returns the React element. We have a response from the local data source. Articles. So we have a list of articles, and what is this? That article. React.use state article card, which is again defined in some other component called article card, which is has an image, a category. It's like all this data is already being, managed by. And then constant configuration is equal to validate and configure source. Collect articles from. Excuse me. So we got the configuration, which extends the page section and returns a promise. Medium config, block config, article list. If medium config is not undefined, medium article feed. Okay. So this should ideally give me the profile URL, right? What's the profile URL? If the medium config is undefined, we use medium feed, which is a asynchronous function, and gives us a medium article. That medium article list is empty list, I guess. Feed URL, profile URL, and then we fetch the feed URL and JSON. The fetch should be like a call command, I guess. Yeah. Yes. The request info URL, request info promise. And then RSS feed with comments as well. Here we filter for items that have at least one category. This is a trivial approach to select only articles because comments can't have category. Fonts data with articles only. We get triple dot, will make a list out of it, and we return the list. Here we have all the article list, and is greater than 0, then only we loop through each article and then push. Okay, we add more articles to it, article or category. Whoa, stop doing. We have an animation component. Of course, is a part of this.